Good morning, Facebook. Hello, YouTube.
Yes.
Hello, veterans. Hello, active duty military. And hello to all of you nasty civilians, all you spies. You guys can watch the show too. We're not going to kick you guys off. So we've got a heck of a show for you guys today. We have our tips and tricks, rapid fire edition. I'm going to encourage you right now to grab a pen, grab some paper. This is going to be unlike any show that we've ever had. Normally we concentrate on one topic, but with last week, we got over 1,000 live views. We've been getting a lot of traction on this show. People are very interested in the in-depth knowledge that we've been giving people about their VA loan. So today we're going to give you guys everything. So this is going to be the rapid fire edition of the VA home show. So if you guys are interested in buying, please feel free to reach out to Tobie Love directly.
Yes.
This is not a call capture thing. This is her direct cell phone number. So you could call or text Tobie Love with Cross Country Mortgage, Navy Veteran, at 951-704-7421. If you are watching online, please like our page. If you are watching on Facebook, please hit subscribe. Right on.
Yes.
Very exciting show. Welcome, Navy veteran Tobie Love.
Well, thank you, Mr. David Serpa.
And welcome to you, Air Force veteran Amy Serpa.
Well, thank you, Marine.
All right. And if you couldn't tell by my obnoxious red hat, I am your friendly neighborhood machine gunner, laying down fire so that you can move. And if you need to buy or sell real estate anywhere in the country, let us know. We'll set you up with a great real estate agent, and Tobie Love will set you up with a fantastic VA loan. So we're going to get started. Without further ado, I'm going to encourage you right now to grab your pen and paper, and we're going to get started. Who did we start with during the rehearsal for the show?
I think we started with me.
Okay, Miss Tobie Love.
All right.
What is the first tip or trick for the VA home loan?
VA home loan is zero money down for down payment.
Zero money down. That is a big deal, and I'm sure that people don't really completely grasp how big of a deal that is. But Amy, you wanted to expand on that a little bit.
Yeah, so just to give you guys an idea, typically it's about 5% down. For a home price of about $400,000, that's going to save you $20,000 with your VA home loan.
So for those of you that don't realize this, work smarter, not harder.
Yep.
We always talk about work smarter, not harder. There are people that real estate agents that try to talk their veteran clients out of using their VA home loan. There are homeowners that look down on it, even though it nets them the same amount of money. And it's a great program out there for veterans. So there's no reason not to use your loan. What's your next tip, Em?
No PMI. You are not responsible for any private mortgage insurance.
Which can save you about how much per month?
$300 to $400 a month.
$300 to $400 a month. All right. What's next, Tobie Love?
Closing cost can be covered by seller credit or lender credit.
Okay, that's a big one. Closing costs. Typically, if you're looking at a $400,000 loan, you're looking at around $8,000 in closing cost. Not having to come up with that out of pocket ends up being a really big deal for veterans.
Yep.
Amy Serpa, what's next?
Credit flexibility. There is no minimum credit score necessary. This is all case by case.
This is one of those big questions that gets passed around a lot on Temecula Talk or on different groups out there, lab coat agents, and they say, what is the minimum credit score to be able to qualify for your VA home loan? There is no minimum credit score.
Yep.
That is going to be completely up to the lender's discretion. Miss Tobie Love, what's next?
So the VA loan is the only loan that you could use seller credit or lender credit to pay off debt.
So that is a big deal. What that means
Huge
is
deal.
that if you have a credit card that needs to be paid off, or that you would like to be paid off, you have a little bit of extra closing costs. Maybe you want to pay your car payment down. This is the only type of loan out there that if you have excess closing credit from the seller, you can use that money to pay off your extra debt. Not a lot of real estate agents know that. Not a lot of lenders know that. Amy, what is next for these veterans?
No loan limit anymore. 2020 came the removal of the loan limit.
So that's one of my favorite things that's happened here under the Trump administration, is that the VA loan limit is now gone.
Yep.
So that means that whatever you qualify for, that's what you can buy, and you don't have to take that money down. It used to be 25% down over the loan limit.
Yep.
Now there is no, I've heard of somebody buying a $1.8 million house.
Yep. And that happened just recently.
With no money down.
Yep.
It can only happen recently, within the last 3 weeks or so of January.
Yep.
So that's a new thing as of 2020. No money down, no loan limit. Miss Tobie Love, what's next?
If you're more than 10% disabled, you are exempt from the VA funding fee.
The VA funding fee, of course, is different than closing cost.
Mhm.
It's part of the recurring and non-recurring fees. You are not responsible for your what now? My brain just went blank.
For your funding fee.
For your funding fee.
Yes.
If you're 10% or more disabled.
Yep.
And what's up next?
Funding fee flexibility. The VA allows the funding fees to be incorporated with your home loan. So that typically will run you about $50 to $75 a month that is incorporated into your loan, and you're not then responsible for that cost at closing.
Yep.
Yeah, then that's a big pocket for people that tend to be a little cash poor as
Mhm.
veterans.
Yep.
This is a great opportunity to start using that BAH and
Mhm.
start putting it to good work for you to create wealth for you and your family, create stability for you and your family.
And the second part of that is that we have some exemptions with that funding fee as well.
You want to read me the exemption list?
Okay, so Purple Heart recipients are
Okay.
exempt, veterans with disability compensation, unmarried surviving spouses of veterans who died in service or as a result of their service-connected disability.
Know your benefit. That is the
Yes.
biggest thing. And if you're a real estate agent and you don't know the VA benefit, the VA loan,
Mhm.
or if you know people that don't, please share this video with them.
Mhm.
This is about empowering our fellow real estate agents
Yep.
to work on behalf of their clients. I don't care where you work in the country.
Mhm.
You should know about your VA loan if you are going to properly serve your clients.
Yep.
If you are not working with a real estate agent, or if you're working with a discount agent that doesn't know what they're doing, you better freaking arm yourself with this
Mhm.
information.
That's
Mhm.
right.
Miss Tobie Love, what's next?
One-time close. So VA has a one-time close loan where you can buy a piece of land and you can put a manufactured home on it, or build a stick-built home on there.
That's one of the biggest things. And we talked about this on last week's show.
Mhm.
The VA one-time close gives you an opportunity to buy land and put a manufactured on it.
Mhm.
Now, how many people are thinking about leaving California? How many people are thinking about getting some standoff? The VA one-time close is the program for you
Mhm.
if you want to do something like that. Amy Serpa, what's next?
No prepayment penalty or early exit fee, meaning the VA will not restrict your right to sell.
Now, for those of you that don't know what this means, if you're getting an FHA or conventional loan and you want to buy off your house early, or you want to sell your house and move,
Mhm.
there's no prepayment penalty, which means that your fees for selling are less, which means that the amount of that you're able to net stays in your pocket versus going to the bank. So, Tobie Love, what's next?
Renovation loan. VA has a renovation loan. So you can buy a property that's not in great shape, may have
Mhm.
some health and safety issues, and you can use that renovation loan to bring those up to code, to make it helpful and safety. I'm losing my train of thought there. Or you could do upgrades, carpet, paint, all that good stuff.
This is so great because that's not something you can't get a seller credit for carpet. And there's a lot of people that think that they're going to be able to do something like that during the negotiation and the request for repairs. And a lot of real estate agents learn that lesson the hard way. You cannot use a seller credit to improve upon the property for cosmetic repairs. That being said, the VA home renovation loan makes it so that you could go into areas, and a lot of these areas in LA that have need some work.
Yep.
A lot of these areas in North County, in San Diego, near military bases, in South County,
Yep.
that just need a little bit of work that would not go VA. You now, as a veteran, are not out of the conversation if the house needs some TLC.
Yep.
Because of the VA home renovation loan, your buying power does not exclude you from homes that need to be flipped,
Yep.
which is great because we love to walk into those equity situations.
Yep.
Amy Serpa, what's
All right.
next?
There is a 100% disability benefit for veterans who live in Texas, South Carolina, Virginia, and Oklahoma. And that is that you are not paying any property taxes.
No property taxes whatsoever. We like anything. We're very libertarian here on the show, at least I am, and I'm very loud about not really loving the government a whole hell of a lot. So, Amy, that's a great benefit. Remind me what those states are that allow that? Texas,
South Carolina, Virginia, and Oklahoma.
Virginia, where they take your guns, but they won't make you pay property taxes.
One freedom for another.
The exchange freedom rate. Okay, so moving on. What is next, Miss Tobie Love?
All right. So if you currently have a VA loan right now, there's something out there called an IRL, interest rate reduction loan. So you can reduce the interest rate on your loan without an appraisal, without income verification, without asset verification.
Which that would be huge for a lot of
Mhm.
people that saw rates fall 3 times this last year.
Mhm.
Maybe they bought a few years ago when rates were a little bit higher.
Yep.
Rates are very, very low right now.
Yep.
And maybe you don't want to have an appraiser come out to your house. Well, call Miss Tobie Love about
Yep.
getting an IRL, getting your rate reduced without all of the extra headache. I think that that's a great program.
It is. I love that program.
Okay, Amy, what's next?
You can combine your eligibility to buy.
That's a cool one.
Mhm.
So I joke around a lot about marrying your buddy and moving out of the barracks. Get a couple of Lance Coolies together. You want to marry your friend, move out into Oceanside, get a spot. Now you don't have to marry your best friend in order to combine your eligibility. How great!
There you go.
So you know what that's going to do? It's going to save a lot of Lance Corporals getting married.
Yep. And a lot of divorces down the
And a
line.
lot of divorces down the line.
Yep.
So use your entitlement without combining it. We got a comment here from Kelly Riley. Hello from South Carolina. I lost my VA cert for my first marriage. Any suggestions? So the first question would be, are you the veteran? And if you're the veteran, what we need to do is you just need to
Call me.
call Miss Tobie Love.
Yep, I can help you with that. We may have the ability to pull it for you right here and get you a copy of that. So.
And that's the best thing when you work with a lender that knows what they're doing, that's
Mhm.
connected, that can help you out, is they just say, call me, let me help you out so that you don't have to do it, because we all know how frustrating and bureaucratic the government could be. So don't have anyone else do it. Have Miss Tobie Love do it.
Yep.
Kelly says that she is a veteran.
Good.
Okay, cool.
Yep, just
So-
call me.
Hey, Kelly, welcome home.
Yep.
I appreciate everything that you do. We're going to have go ahead and reach out to Tobie Love. And she says, how can we contact you? I'm going to go ahead and post that information right now. This is what we talked about here earlier in the show. For those of you just tuning in, if you're interested in buying anywhere in the country, call or text Tobie Love with Cross Country Mortgage. And what she's going to do is she'll set you up with the loan. She'll explain it to you. Her number is 951-704-7421. She can answer all of your questions. And then what she'll do is she'll partner you up with Amy or myself, and we'll find you a great local realtor that knows what they're doing. Because we have to smoke these agents out that don't know what they're doing, because they're costing their clients money. There's nothing on this planet that will cost you more than being poorly represented. Okay, so thank you, Kelly. And make sure that you benefit from what we just talked about there in South Carolina or in Texas or these other states. No property tax.
Yep.
What a big deal for veterans. That's fantastic.
Yep.
Okay, so who is next on this?
I think it's me.
Miss Tobie Love, what's next? What's our next tip and trick?
So I got another one for refinancing. So if you currently have a VA home loan and you have some equity and would like to pull some cash out, you can do so up to 90% of the appraised value.
That's a big deal. So a lot of people are looking for that home equity line of credit, or they're looking for a little bit of money to cash out because they have some equity. You can do that. It's something similar to a home equity line, up to 90% of your home's
90%.
value.
Yep.
The VA, my hair was getting blown back. My hair didn't look like this morning. And then I came in here and got blown around all over the place with all this fantastic information. All right, Amy Serpa, what's next?
All right, we've got government-backed loan. So there are plenty of home retention assistance programs available for you so that you can avoid foreclosure.
Have a little bit of socialism, benefit off of that. Holy smokes, you did it anyway. You served. Why not benefit off of it? So not only is it a government-backed loan, which means that you're not paying principal mortgage insurance, which is going to save you $300 to $400 a month. But in addition to that, if you end up in a situation where you might be falling behind on your payments, where you might need some extra time, there are government programs that can help you keep your house so that you're not selling it to make ends meet and displacing you and your family. So if you're in a situation where you might be you might be losing your house, don't give up. There are programs out there. One of them is called Keep Your Home California, but then there are other ones that are specifically for veterans that you can look into as well. Okay, Miss Tobie Love, what's next?
So you can have multiple VA loans concurrently.
This is great. So you have an entitlement.
Yep.
Okay, and then tell people how that works.
So you use some of your entitlement to purchase a home,
Mhm.
but you still have other entitlement left over. There's also something called bonus entitlement, which could be a whole separate show.
I would love it.
But you could use that bonus entitlement to go and purchase another property using your VA home loan.
And not only that, but you can use it to purchase it in different states.
Yes.
So if you have your entitlement in California, you move to Vegas,
Mhm.
and you want to use the rest of your entitlement, or, you know, and again, we've talked about a lot of different ways that you could do this in other shows. And I don't want to go into any one of these because I want you to reach out to us and we'll in them more. But you can use your entitlement in multiple states at once. Okay, Zach is chiming in here with the question. Another Air Force veteran here on the team. Can someone take a loan against their TSP to use to get into a home? For example, if I needed $8,000 to $10,000 for closing costs.
That is a really, really good question. I do not know the answer to that.
Hey man, it's VA loan hacking time.
Yep.
So we'll find out about that and we'll
Yep.
get back to you, Zach. Great question. It's not often that we're stumped, but if we don't know, we'll let you know we don't know.
Yep.
We're not going to fake it and cost you a bunch of money.
Nope.
Amy, what's next?
Subsequent use with the VA home loan.
Okay.
So you can use it more than once.
So again, you could use your VA home loan again and again and again. This is not the kind of thing to where like, oh, I used my VA home loan 20 years ago. Now I can't use it ever again.
Agreed.
Again and again. Tobie Love, what's next?
Here's this is probably one of my most favorite ones. And VA loan on a purchase transaction is it is the only loan where you're going to get issued a Tidewater. And what a Tidewater means, and this is specifically out there to more so to agents, but to veterans and active duty too, is that if an appraisal is going to come in low, the VA appraiser is required to issue a Tidewater so that there is time to rebut what that VA appraiser believes.
And what that means is there's a lot of times you get into a multiple offer situation, and people are concerned about the house appraising. Where if the house doesn't appraise FHA or conventional, you're stuck. That appraisal is there with the house.
Yeah.
Whereas if you buy your house VA and the appraisal comes in low, you have an opportunity to increase the value of that home and it not end up costing you and your family the deal. I had a VA loan where Tidewater was issued on a house on Bell Circle in Winchester. And what happened was the VA appraiser went out and we were hit with the lowest appraisal that I had seen in a long time. I submitted comps to Tidewater. The appraisal came up $46,000. I was able to keep my clients the home, not have the escrow get lost, not have the loan get lost, and they ended up buying this beautifully upgraded home that we thought we were going to lose out on because the appraisal came in low. So thank you to the VA for that one.
Yes.
Amy, what's next?
Rental properties. You can use the VA loan to buy a multi-unit property as long as you occupy that one of those units for 60 days by either yourself as the veteran or by your spouse.
So I have a client right now that I just started talking to who's looking into buying a fourplex down in San Diego. Now he might either use his VA loan or he might go fiveplex or more and go conventional. But the thing is the VA is an option. It will be a zero down loan for him. He could buy multi-unit. He could have his son living in one. He could be living in the other. He could be renting out the other two, and essentially he's living mortgage free. So there's lots of different ways to put your VA loan to work for you, and create a landlord situation for you where you have someone else paying off your mortgage. Okay, what's next?
Is it my turn?
Yeah, it's your turn.
It's my turn. Okay, so my last tip and trick is, you can have a 15-year or 30-year fixed mortgage on a VA loan.
Which is a very cool option.
Yep.
A lot of people will wait for that equity to get freed up, refi conventional, and then use that VA loan elsewhere. But the other thing that you can do is just, understand that you could get that 15-year fix right out the gate, and get that interest rate a little bit lower, and get that loan paid off a little bit more quickly.
Yep.
So, Amy, do you have anything? You have one more.
I have one last one, and that is that with 2020 came new grant money for veterans, and that means for you guys is that if you're a disabled veteran, and you might need to remodel your home for wheelchair access or what have you, there is available grant money for you if you're living with family or someone else to be able to go in, get that grant money and renovate your home so that it's disability accessible.
There's grant money available out there for you to renovate your home, make it wheelchair friendly, make it so that, because there's a lot of us that are living with new bodies, that are living with a new reality. And grant money isn't there so that you have to pay it back. It's there to help you and your family adapt to this new life. So that's a good piece of advice. Thank you for that.
Yeah.
Okay, veterans, what a great show. So Tobie Love, Navy veteran with Cross Country Mortgage. She is a lender. Amy Serpa, she is a realtor and an Iraq veteran. She was in the Air Force. And I'm a Marine Corps veteran and went to Afghanistan. We are here, guys, because we love you, because we want the best for you. We want to be able to set you guys up. And, of course, I want to get paid. So if you want to reach out to me, I'd love to work with you. If you want to reach out to me and have me set you up with somebody anywhere in the country, we'd be happy to do that too. But even if you don't reach out to us, share this show out.
Yes.
Because information is so critical for our brothers and sisters so that they can do what they need to do in order to make the best decisions for them and their family. Information is power. Information is power. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. Please feel free to like Real Estate Network Television on Facebook, like the VA Home Show, the Open House Show, and the Wednesday Wake Up Live. If you're watching this on YouTube, hit that subscribe button so that you can stay up to date with everything that we have going on. And please remember, the only way to comment and interact with us live is to interact on the VA Home Show page on Facebook. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you need any help with anything regarding the VA home loan, if you are interested in buying, if you have questions about anything that you heard today on today's show, this is Tobie Love, your fellow veterans' personal cell phone number. Who else is going to do that? If you don't want to call because you have anxiety, shoot a text. We're really here to help you guys out. So her phone number is 951-704-7421. You guys have a terrific week. And thank you guys so much for watching the VA Home Show. Goodbye, everyone.
Bye, you guys. Happy Friday.
Happy Friday.
That's right. Happy